Hey, it's another week, another Superman and Lois. This is episode 7. Last time, Lucy came to stay for a while. She hung out at the Kent farm. She had a great time. She was cool Aunt Lucy. And then her and Lois had a bit of a bust-up. And they're never going to speak again. Speaking of people who are never going to speak again, Lana has officially dumped Kyle. He's not just in the doghouse, he's in the outhouse. The motel place. He's gonna move out all his stuff. Because she can't trust that he still loves her. Because the reasons he broke up with his mistress weren't because of Lana. It's because of Sarah. I understand that. He'll have to earn back her trust, or maybe they'll just be forever broken up. And finally, what does it take to kill Superman? To get him out of the picture, to defeat Superman? Is it some evil Kryptonians? Is it some supervillains? No, all it takes is Anderson. Sneaky old Anderson. To lure him into a trap and then stick him with some kryptonite. But I don't know why he's putting them in the same place as Morgan Edge. Maybe they only have the one super max security superhero prison place. That's a recipe for breaking out, if ever I heard one. But they don't need to break themselves out, because we've got help on the outside. Remember John and Natalie? Remember them? They were written out of the show for the last 3 episodes, because we got to deal with Cheating Kyle and the mayoral campaign and the football story. But I'm sure he'll be up out of the hospital any day now. Although his suit is shot to hell. Thor's hammer is broken into. I don't know what happened to that hammer. Maybe it's fine. He's in no fit state to mount a rescue. And there's nobody else who can do it. Unless you count Jordan and Jonathan. So who knows where that story's going to go. Hey, maybe Anderson will realise, actually, Ali is trying to take over the world, and let's let everybody out of prison, all the superheroes and villains at once. Hey, maybe Tag will do Clark a favour. What I am looking forward to is Clark and Morgan Edge talking to each other. If we get that. But otherwise, just looking forward to getting into the episode. Lois is going to be super pissed, and she's going to get her dad to try and pull some strings at the DOD, but what can he do? He's retired. I'm sure he'll be on the phone, though, to somebody. Oh, and Candace? Throw her in the slammer, dealing drugs. It's not that she's dealing drugs. That's not why I want her thrown away. It's because I don't like her. It's the way she was doing it. She wasn't saying, hey, Jonathan, we're together, and are you sure you want to be doing this? Because it's a bit, I love you just the way you are. No, she was pushing them on her. And she was super hot for him after he won the football game. Anyway. Dump her ass, Jonathan.
Until he reveals the location of that thing that killed our men, Superman will remain a prisoner.
He's no snitch. Is Morgan Edge around? Hey bro, you around?
Look what the wind blew in.
Yeah. They're in the same cell. What's Anderson thinking?
Presumably, you've been on the rough end of a rather vicious betrayal.
Enough!
That's right.
There's been a misunderstanding.
At least we have lots of books. Is it Anderson? Is he here for answers? Don't tell him a thing, Clark. Not one word.
Tell me where he is. Fine. You can rot in here with your brother.
Jeez, Anderson.
There's a greater threat here.
Her name is Allie Alston. She's a cult leader.
Yeah, Ollie.
If you don't believe me, then look into her for yourself.
Well, brother.
Can we get out of here?
Is he being questioned or punished, and how long do they intend to hold him?
Forever.
Contact didn't know.
Forever.
Let me make some calls.
Dad, you have been making calls all night.
I knew he'd be making calls.
So whatever is going on between you two, I suggest you figure it out.
You don't want to know about it? No? Mom? You don't want to know about it? This is Kyle's. Oh, sobriety chips?
Is this the last of Dad's stuff?
Look how much stuff there is.
You shouldn't have to do that.
Might as well just get it over with.
It's always porn mags.
I am so sorry to put you and your sister through this.
Mom, you're not putting us through anything. Dad is.
Yeah, he's the one who cheated.
None of this is your fault.
None of it is yours either.
Yeah, you never cheated on anybody, Sarah. Will I ever let that go? No. Not a chance. Family values. Oh, another new location in the school. I like it. Look at all the brightness of it.
It's only been one night, and it's just so hard seeing my mom cry all the time.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I don't really know if you can.
Couple of things. One, directed by Elizabeth Enstridge. Isn't that? Wasn't she in Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.? Anyway, I love the way Jordan says he knows what it feels like, and Sarah's like, no, you don't. How could you possibly understand what it feels like to love somebody and have them betray you? How could you feel that, Jordan? You've never been betrayed by your girlfriend, your brother, your father, who's lied to you for, 15 years. Your mother, who is complicit in that lie. Your grandfather, who is also complicit. You don't know what it feels like, Jordan. You've got this perfect family. And sure, I don't know yet, but I know your dad is been arrested for treason, and you may never see him again, but you don't know what it feels like to lose a dad. Why am I so petty? Why am I so petty? Let's get back to it. Ah, the cops. They're here for Candace. There she is. My favourite.
Still thinking about how sexy you were on the field. I brought you some more.
Really? Here? In the corridor of
That
doom?
should last you a while.
He doesn't want to do it anymore.
Honestly, I think I'm done.
Okay, you can't just stop. This is what helped you get there.
Everyone, I need you to step away from your locker.
Okay, I can't get caught with this stuff,
Don't, Jonathan, don't.
People might have observed you.
Okay. Hey. I might have been petty in the last pause, but this pause, somebody's getting it. Do you know who's getting it? Candace, my favourite character. Get out of the show, Candace. Stop pressuring Jonathan to take the drugs, and now stop pressuring him to take the fall for you. He's going to take it from her because he's a good guy. What's he going to do? Jump out the window? Holding the bag for her. Look, she's coming from a Jesus situation to deal with at home. I get that. She needs the money. She's doing what she can. But she doesn't have to be the way she is. She doesn't need to sell up the way she does. She doesn't need to treat her boyfriend like a user and push him and pressure him. And now, in this moment, she doesn't need to lay all the, Jonathan, you need to help me. Take the bag of drugs. The cops are here. She's the worst addition to the show. Not the actress. The actress is doing a fine job. Good job. You make me hate you. You're great. But the character? The character is bad. Like a shady and unlikable. And bring back Tegan. Is she in a... Did she get another job? In another show? Bring her back. She was cool. She was shady too, but in a cool way. You know?
There's no way they're gonna check me. And if they do, then...
Do.
He was caught with what?
Oh, you know, cocaine?
I mean, after everything you've done...
Let's get to the helicopter.
Find yourself here.
Do you...
This is going to be a fun pause. Do you think Morgan Edge has a secret way out of here? Anytime he wants? Potentially through the bookcase. Like Portal to Narnia or something? And he's having so much fun goading Clark here in the cell. This is the happiest day he's had in a long time. It reminds me of Magneto. The situation, the cell stuff.
Humiliating.
Yes, well, the real punishment is having to listen to you.
Now that is unfair. I'm on your side.
Last chance, Superman.
Oh, he's back. Last chance.
But if you won't tell me where he is,
Nope.
maybe he will.
Assuming that were true,
Are we going to
what would
torture
you
him?
offer for my cooperation?
Torture? He's going to be tortured. I like this because we're going to root for him now.
Stop!
They can't torture Superman, but they can torture him.
It's just Dad calling for like the 100th time.
Solidarity. I'm not talking
Are
to
you
him.
okay?
Yeah. I just feel like I can't talk to Jordan about everything.
Is there anyone else you feel comfortable talking to about
That girl at camp. Better not be her.
Are you selling drugs?
No.
Mom, I promise.
And regardless of how you classify experimental space narcotics, what the hell were you doing with so much of it?
He's no snitch, is he?
I can't tell you that.
Yeah, he's no snitch. Oh. He knows.
Were you involved in this?
Jordan caught me using XK and he called me out.
So you were using this stuff?
Yep.
Who are you? I have had enough
She's so pissed.
disappointment for the day.
Yeah, I wouldn't mess with her, but she's angry.
Brother! Please!
Enough! He's at 76.2 north longitude, 100.4 west latitude.
Brotherly bonds. Anderson. Oh, what a dick.
Not Makradita, Yovid.
Ooh.
Keep the gas, Steve. Arctic.
He gave him the wrong coordinates.
Hey, I really just need to talk.
Of course.
Now everybody needs somebody to talk to.
Why would he do something like that?
Makes sense to me, but...
You know, after Sarah's suicide attempt, I realized that the best thing I could do was just listen. Even if the answer wasn't what I wanted to hear. It let her know that I was there for her no matter what.
This is good. Good advice.
To be there for your kid when they don't have anyone else.
I think that Mayor Dean made a big mistake bringing up family values.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go get him.
Come on, was it someone on the team? Was it Wellness? It was no. Can you please just leave me alone?
I didn't know he didn't know that it was Candace. But why would he, I guess?
My fate here is of a more permanent nature. Unless...
Unless what?
Well, I happen to know a few of your little secrets.
Perhaps I might extend my leash by shining a light on all your many lies.
That's enough!
Oh, powerless fight. Oh, they're coming. They're coming.
Sir, General Hardcastle's on line 1.
Oh,
Says
the
she's trying
general.
to reach you.
Hold her off until I have something to report.
Tell her I'm in the toilet. He's taking a poo. He's taking a poo. Number 2.
Is he breathing?
He's Superman, I'm sure he's fine.
Those are Kryptonians.
Oh, they're gonna get out. They're gonna get out.
Fall back!
Nice. Oh, nice. Full power. Full power. See you later, bro. This is on you, Anderson. Was the fight just a ploy?
Finish this.
What's he doing? Getting the Superman killing guns?
I'm gonna kill the bad guys and bring Superman back.
Tal claims the two of you escaped a prison and have joined forces.
Something like that.
Two sons of Krypton vanquishing their human oppressors. You'd have been proud.
What's he doing here? This man betrayed my family.
Oh, you know him, do you?
Your wife tried to kill me.
Who's his wife?
My wife.
What's her name? Who?
Thank you.
Well,
Aubrey.
looky who it is. We've never seen her before, therefore she is the girl that Sarah kissed at camp. And do you know she can't talk to Jordan? But you know who she can talk to? The girl she kissed at camp.
Thanks for coming. I know that it's a long way.
Clover's only like a 2-hour drive. So I know that I shouldn't have ghosted you after camp. I just wanted to say I'm sorry.
Apology accepted.
What'd you call me up here for?
My dad cheated on my mom, and I feel like you're the only person who might understand.
Look, after my parents split, I froze my dad out for like almost an entire year. It didn't make me feel any better, and if anything, it just made me angry and mean.
Yeah, talk to your dad.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hold you to that.
Shut up. Maybe we could be friends again?
I was hoping you'd say that.
Bye. Bye.
See ya. don't cheat on Jordan again, Sarah. I know you like her and everything, but if you're going to cheat on him, break up with him. That's my advice for you. You gotta feel sorry for Jordan, don't you? His brother is lying to him. Won't tell him. Didn't tell him about the ex-kryptonite. Won't tell him. Won't even fill him in on, who the dealer is. So he doesn't feel like he's got a brotherly bond. Also, Jonathan tried to outdo him and punch his lights out. Because out of jealousy. 2, his father got jailed for treason. So he's got a treasonous father. Brother who's closed off from him, and a mother who just doesn't understand. She sent him to his room without any supper. Because he was aiding and abetting Jonathan. And 4, not only did his girlfriend cheat on him, but she says things like, you wouldn't understand, Jordan. I'm going to talk to the person I cheated on you with, because she's the only one who can understand me. This poor kid. He needs to break up with Sarah. He needs to leave Smallville. He needs to find a life for himself, away from all this drama, all this shit. Maybe keep training with Sam. Sam's the only one who's treated him right this entire show. And, yeah. And he'll be okay. He'll turn out okay. Now. Oh, and get that piece of jewelry back. It's your, I don't know, grandma's? I can't remember.
What now?
I just wanted to say I'm sorry about what happened.
Good start, Lois. Good start.
And also, I don't think it was John selling those drugs. I think he was just trying to cover for somebody else.
I hope you're right.
I love her what now? After the big long conversation with Lana about listening to your children, she's like, what now, Jordan? But she's going to listen to Jonathan.
Let's try this again.
See?
From the beginning.
Gentle approach with Jonathan. Antagonistic one with Jordan. Poor kid.
And just so you know, I would never sell drugs.
I believe you, sweetie. I do.
I'll make it up to you.
And start by telling me where you got the XK.
I can't ruin someone else's life.
What about your life?
I'm sorry.
She must be a goddess. Any idea where I might find her on this earth?
Who is it?
Something is coming.
I want to know.
It's a missile.
A missile? Oh, kryptonite missile. How do they know where to fire? He's all souped up, this guy.
Stand down or I'll open fire. I'm bringing you in. All of you.
Even the hologram? Anderson's gone rogue. Well, can I get through the shield? Nope. Plus, kryptonite won't have any effect on him. It'll soup him up. Dude. Oh, sacrifice. Brother sacrifice. He'll be fine.
Help my sons.
Good luck with this one, Anderson. Doesn't work. It don't work, dude.
What?
Oh. He figured it out.
No, he's not healing. All the time in prison, under the solar lamps.
Fly him to the sun. Yeah, saving his brother. Anderson can kill this one, though. I think he killed him. Hey, he's fine. And back in prison. Why, brother? I saved your life, dude.
You knew I could never let you go free.
What a shame. We could have conquered the world by now. And Anderson?
Escaped.
Won't he be back at the DOD, though?
Tell your son I'm sorry.
Or maybe someday you can tell him yourself.
Yeah, a little bit of hope that he's going to get out. Sorry for beating you up, guys. No hard feelings.
A warrant has been issued for Anderson's arrest. He went AWOL.
No, he did go rogue. Hardcastle must be running things now.
But I'm the one who recommended him for the job.
What were you thinking? Had you ever met him before?
You've always got to know what's going on in your family. That's what this
Ooh,
town is.
Meerdine.
Chuck and I, we went to St. John Vianney together since first grade.
Yeah.
At 80. Every Sunday in the choir.
And you? I don't know who you are, but I'm sure you're cool.
If you don't really know what's going on in your own home, how are we supposed to trust that you'd know what's going on with all of us?
Is Lana right behind him?
Is what kind of person you are, so willing to attack during one of the most painful moments of their life.
Oh, she turned it
Does
around.
that sound like family values to you?
Get her out of here. She wasn't invited. Kick her out. He doesn't come around to your speeches. She flipped it. She does that. Gotta flip back. Flip it back.
Dad,
Ah, these two. Hopefully he's not buying beers.
can we talk?
Yeah. I was not expecting to hear what your mother just told me.
Yeah, if you've not heard a single word that either of us has ever said to you.
Yes.
Then damn it, act like it.
Yes, sir.
Everybody's so disappointed in him.
Allie Austin.
Oh, here she is. Team up, Anderson and Allie.
But I think it belongs to you.
Got a doohickey for you.
Can you tell me what this is?
Ooh, look at it. That looks cool.
That is the way to change the worlds.
That was Superman and Lois. I was a little confused at the end, at this, like, 3/4 of the way through, when Superman had brought Morgan Edge back to the place they just busted out of. But it makes sense that everybody sees Anderson as a rogue. That he broke into the secret special supply. He went off book. It was unsanctioned. Hardcastle doesn't approve. Therefore now Superman's working with Hardcastle. And he's like, hey, I brought my brother back. You know, are we all good? And she's like, fist bump. You know, because she's kind of sane and cool about that. 2, Bizarro's dead. Anderson just like snapped his neck or something. And he's so caught up in all his weird conspiracies that Superman is the bad guy that he's teaming up with the one person Superman warned him against. And giving her the doohickey thing. That'll form a complete, make her super god person. How does that work? Does she get powers? Does she become mind control master of the universe? Like, what exactly is it about her that she'll be able to do or say? Will people just, maybe she'll have the power to convince people through her words, and or maybe it just does something to the world. It turns it into, I don't know what to expect. I'm really curious about it. So yeah, hope we get into that next time. In other news, Jonathan, under overwhelming... Now look, I hate Candace. You know this. I paused the episode just to tell you how much I hate her. I didn't like her even in the first episode we got introduced to her. But... And I hated that Jonathan took the stuff for her, took the blame for her. But he has stuck to his... I'm not a rat, I'm not a snitch, I'm not going to ruin somebody else's life just to save my own. He stuck to that principle. And there's something... I kind of like that, you know? Even though I hate her, and I want her to go down, take the fall, get out of the show, I kind of like that he didn't turn her in. That he chose her over himself. Now, is it because he's a teenager and he's not thinking with his brain? He's just thinking with his heart? Maybe. You know, if it was one of the guys, would he have stuck to his guns and not turned them into? Hey, maybe he would have. I'm going to assume he would have. But that was a lot of pressure when Lois and Superman are asking you for your source, who you're protecting, and you don't cave under that pressure, there's something to admire about that. But that's the only thing to admire about that entire story from start to finish. And it'll come out in the end anyway, you know? And if they just take his phone, they'll figure it out pretty quickly, because Candace has been sending him messages. What are you thinking, Candace? The cops are all over that shit. Don't send messages like, oh, sorry for all that, thanks for covering for me. I don't know what she said exactly, but I'm sure she said something that incriminated her. She was giving him drugs in the corridor. The locker corridor. In front of everybody. Jeez. Like, their girlfriend and boyfriend, right? You'd think there'd be a better place, a more secluded place they might be able to exchange drugs in, instead of the most publicly accessible place ever, you know, in the entire show. You gotta feel for Jordan, though. Don't you? Don't you? He stuck up for Jonathan as well. You know, he's been a good bro this season, especially. And what do you think about Sarah? What do you think about Sarah's story? I think the whole Kyle and Lana stuff and Sarah's reaction to all that, continued reaction to it, is very normal. Very normal. But it is complicated by her attitude towards Jordan, her boyfriend. And I thought maybe when she said she couldn't talk to him, I thought maybe at least some part of her was going to say, look, I can't talk to Jordan about my dad cheating on you because I kind of cheated on him, and it would be kind of awkward for me to say one thing, and like it'd be kind of hypocritical to talk to Jordan about that. But nothing like that. That didn't even cross her mind, or anybody's mind. Instead, she goes to that girl from camp. She calls her up, gets her to come all the way out here, buys her dinner, and they've rekindled a friendship. And it makes me uncomfortable. From Jordan's perspective, I'm trying to like flip it a bit. If Jordan had cheated on Sarah with a girl, and then instead of talking to Sarah about his parents' problems, he went to the girl and talked to her about it instead. Do you see the problem I'm having? Sarah would be pissed, right? Anyway, I've been harping on about that particular situation for a while, mostly in jokes, but this episode didn't help with my jokes, you know? I was going to let it go, but this episode kind of reinforced it a bit in my brain. Is that girl going to be in it again? My advice for Sarah and Jonathan is the same as I've had, or Sarah and Jordan is the same as I've had for 4 or 5 episodes. Just break up. Because you're not acting like boyfriend and girlfriend. You know? I do like, putting all that stuff aside, I do like that she finally, you know, she did have issues talking to her father. That makes perfect sense. And then the girl convinced her, hey, look, just, if you want to see him, just see him, you know? That was great advice. More great advice this episode came from Lana, telling Lois that sometimes the best thing you can do as a parent isn't to, you know, find out all the answers and cast judgment and make them feel bad. It's to just sit there and listen to it, whether it's good stuff they say to you or bad stuff. Make them feel like they can talk to you. And Lois did that to an extent. She didn't do it with Jordan, but she did it with Jonathan. What now? She came back to the house. She was all ready to be, she's probably rehearsing it to herself in the car. I'm just going to listen to my sons, going to be a mother, just going to listen to them. Whatever it is, just going to listen. Jordan's like waiting for her. What now? Way to make Jordan feel like he can come to you and talk to you. Unbelievable. I know the script had it. She learns this from Lana, then she goes to Jonathan and implements it. How about the other son along the way? How about she implements it there too? A little sloppy. I get her frustration. As a real person, I get it. She didn't act out of character or anything, but I found it amusing. And he was just there to apologize to her and to stick up for his brother a little bit. Anderson went crazy this episode, didn't he? You know what I don't like about this X-Kryptonite stuff? Everything. I hate that anybody can have the powers of Superman. All they need is a bit of X-Kryptonite. Anybody can get him. Mayor Dean could have laser vision tomorrow if he just spends like $3,000 on the black market. It opens the show to infinite numbers of superpowered people. It diminishes Superman. Now, is Superman completely overpowered and therefore all threats against him are sort of diminished as a result of that? Yeah. And does that level the playing field a bit? Yeah. It was one thing when we were bringing back Kryptonians in human bodies last season, but having Tim on the football team, get superpowers just because of, I don't know. Hey, how did Candace get access to all these drugs? How is she doing it? Does her father work at the mines? Kind of missed that storyline. How she's connected to the whole network of drug dealing. Anyway, seeing Art Anderson with superpowers taking on admittedly weakened Clark and Tal-Rho, it was kind of funny, because I haven't been taking him seriously. He's just a petty, angry person, Hey, like I've been in a couple of pauses. Real petty. He takes things so personally. He has this crazy... He would have a conspiracy wall. He's the type. And Sam recommended him. Sam. What? Sam had clearly never met him. He just looked at his record and was like, yeah, this guy. Promote or demote this guy. He's got several ranks. I'm not sure what he is, but let him do it. Worst pick ever. Anyway, Ollie's got the other super stone to go with the one she has, right? She got the other one. She could combine them. Unite the magic root. Yeah. Next time, this show gives me so much to talk about, doesn't it? Oh, Into Oblivion next time. Can't wait. Cannot wait. And then we may or may not have a bit of a break in scheduling. I'm not sure, actually. This website isn't very clear on that. Let's see, Superman and Lois this week. And next week. No, not next week. It's not next week. 2 weeks from now, Into Oblivion. Next week, we're just not going to be here. So keep that in mind. And then another break, I think. Anyway, whenever the next episode comes, come back here. You gotta come back here. Who tells it like it is? Me. Who calls people out of their bullshit? Me. Now, I've said so many things that, am I being hypocritical? Probably. But, hey, it's all in good fun. I'll be back next time to see if Mayor Dean can turn it around against Lana's switcheroo. We'll see who actually becomes mayor. Do you think Lana has any chance of losing to Mayor Dean? Slimeball Dean? Surely not. Anyway, we'll see you next time.